just start off by saying that I know you're mostly men and you probably don't care, but I got this new romper and I'm like obsessed with it and it's really cute. So I just needed to express that to you. Okay, so it's Tracy and today I'm going to be doing this kind of real talk and like, you know, as with most of my real talks, they're all over the place. And I'm actually going to start right there. I don't know what that hand gesture was, but so a couple weeks back, I do not remember, I think it was in December, I got contacted by Simon Lore on YouTube, and he was like, Tracy, let's collab, and I like fangirled really hard, because I was like, oh my gosh, someone wants to pay attention to me, like, that's great. I don't even pay attention to me sometimes, that's awesome. So, we collabed, we filmed a video, I filmed a deck tech, I think I filmed a video talking about how I was going to do that. Anyways, we did that, went over pretty well, I thought it was, you know, not the best video that I've ever made in the world, but, I was super happy, I was like, this is really awesome. And then he was like, hey, like, come on my channel again. So I filmed a quote-unquote collab again, and it received kind of negative sort of, like, people were like, this isn't a collab video, which I was like, okay, like, I get it, I understand. I was like, this could have been fleshed out a lot better. We could have done something where both of us could have been involved, even though, like, you know, we could have filmed something and then put it together or whatever. Like, not, like, together on the same screen, but, like, we could have done something with editing. So I was like, okay, listen, I get that. And then some people were like straight up just completely like disagreeing with me, which, I mean, it's fine. Everyone has their opinion. I filmed it on, I don't even remember, some EDH video about play groups, whatever. I was going to film the video for this channel anyway, but then I was like, hey, like I have this video, you want to do something with it? So, anyways, it was a really interesting thing because as soon as it happened, I got like really, like freaked out because it received such negative attention. And I was like, you know, because I have anxiety, and I've talked about this on my channel, from the whole video about it, how it's something when people say something rude to me, it's not like, oh, it just goes away. Like, it does hit me, and it you know, it makes me question my, like, self-worth. It's, like, a very serious sort of thing that people can just throw around these negative comments because it doesn't mean anything to them, but like when you're talking to someone who has anxiety, it hits them a lot differently, as I'm sure if any of you have anxiety, or even just like having someone say something that's really hurtful really does hit you in a much deeper way than it can for most people. So he was like, listen, like, don't worry about it. And then I started like thinking about my channel and how I haven't really had that much. I mean, I've had some comments that have been pretty, like, rude, but I just delete them, and I know some people, you know, may disagree with that, but I just delete them because, like, I don't have time for that negative energy, and, like, I'll read it, and I'll be like, okay, that's your opinion, and then I'll just delete it, because I don't want to get into an argument with people. I'm not that cool where I go around making arguments with people on the internet. That's just not what I'd like to do with my life, and what I like to do with my time. So, it's just, if someone has something negative to say about me, it's just gonna be deleted. It's just, I don't wanna put it on my channel, and I don't want, like, other people reading into that negativity either. Like, not just for me, but, like, I don't want other people reading awful things, and it's just, again, it's just not even worth my time. And then I started thinking about style, and I started really thinking about how I sort of film my videos. Now, when I sit down to film a video like this, a lot of people have said, like, on that video, that I seem really unprepared when I film videos. I can totally understand why people say things like that, because I don't really prepare for my videos. That's just how I do things. I don't sit there with the script. I don't sit there with a bullet point list. I don't have a PowerPoint presentation of what I'm going to talk about. I have this notebook, actually, where if you've seen any of, like, my top 10 videos where, like, I talked about, like, creatures who act as removal, my top 10 planeswalkers, like, things like that, I do make lists. This one is on Black Card Advantage, which I'll be filming this in the future at some point, who knows when, probably towards the end of January. I make a top 10 list of videos, but I don't make any notes on them, so if I ever seem like I repeat myself, or I seem unprepared in some sort of way, or there's, like, awkward breaks, or I just straight up forget what I'm saying, that is why. And now, part of some people could be like, hey, that's lazy, you should prepare more, but this is just my style. I've noticed in videos that where if I film a sort of, like, list of points that I want to make, I feel like I seem way more mechanical. I feel like I don't seem as, like, 100% myself. And I just feel like I just don't like when I do videos like that as much, because I always feel like it sounds some, like artificial, like, I'm, okay, let's here to do this point and this point and this point. That's just not how I operate. I'm just not that type of person. I'm a super organized person, but that's just not how I want to film YouTube videos. I just kind of want to get on my camera and then say whatever comes to mind. And some people have issues with that. But again, I feel like with the people who I've communicated with on here, like all of you, it hasn't really seemed to be like too much of an issue. And I think that's super awesome. So I just wanted to say thank you, because goodness knows that I don't say it enough. And I feel like this past semester I student taught, and teaching is one of like the most underappreciated jobs I think ever. And I wrote a thank you letter to my parents, and in the thank you letter I said, I was like, listen, I was like, you know, thank you is not always something that people immediately come to mind to say, but I was like, thank you for just taking care of me and being my parents and just being great. And like, that's something for all of you, like, I don't say that, but really, like, thank you, because when I started YouTube, I was never like, hey, I'm gonna start YouTube and I'm gonna get like thousands of subscribers and I'm gonna make money and I'm gonna like get free stuff. Like, that was never like my intention. Like, I started filming YouTube videos in 2015, I think June or July, from what I can remember. I want to say it was like maybe June. And I really started talking about it because I was getting into modern at that time, and I kind of just wanted an outlet. I kind of just wanted like someone like to talk to, like my camera. I just wanted someone to like communicate with and like have conversations with. And like, I had no idea I would like get up to this point where like I'm like having conversations with you all, like replying to your comments. Like, Simon and Laura and I have been like talking a lot. Actually, we've been like communicating, which has been like super awesome, and formed some kind of internet friendship, which has been like really awesome. And stuff that I never anticipated happening. And it's just been like really, it's been very surreal. It's been a journey. It's been an adventure, and it's been a really, really sweet one. And I appreciate all those people who were like, hey Tracy, like, I like how real you are, I like how relaxed, and like someone said to me, they're like, God, there's no drama on your channel, and I was like, thanks. Like, I just feel like I come on here and I like do my thing. And that's another thing, because I have a lot of issues with the YouTube community and how some people handle certain things, and how people are, for whatever reason, don't like to talk about the hidden issues of YouTube. So, like, I go through, like, pockets and, like, phases of what videos I like to watch. So I went through a phase where I was really into watching makeup and fashion videos. I'm not into that phase anymore. Still do like that, but I don't watch the YouTube videos anymore. And, you know, I was, like, watching it, and one of my issues with it was people would spend like the first 30 minutes of their channel being like, hey, so like, la la la, this is a sponsored video and I got everything sent for free, and like, all this stuff is so great, and you know, you should follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and my cat's Instagram and my cat's Twitter, and like, oh, my hamster has one too. And I'm just like, this is wasting my time. And it really frustrates me how like I would watch a lot of those videos and all of them would be like super artificial, super fake, and everyone sounded the same. Everyone sounded the exact same. There was no creativity, there was no originality, and I'm sure maybe some of you watch, maybe not just magic videos, but other videos, maybe you can relate to that. As always, like hearing comments in below if you have like anything to say about that, but it was a really frustrating thing that it felt like people were doing it for all the wrong reasons. And I found myself not really wanting to watch those people who had millions of subscribers, because those people have a lot of money. They would post a video maybe once every month. I talked about this in some other video of mine, I don't remember which, but I said, I was like, that to me is so frustrating. It's like you sort of make a commitment, I think, when you start making YouTube videos, especially if you've formed a connection with a lot of your subscribers. And to me, just posting like that limited amount of videos is so frustrating to me, that people get away with that and then still make like thousands of money. And it's just like, I don't know, it's just like really frustrating to me, because it's like, I feel like I owe you guys stuff, not the other way around. Like, I feel like I'm the person producing the content. It's kind of like buying a product, maybe. Like, I'm buying this water bottle right here, from the person who's, you know, I'm buying this from. They owe me a nice product. So, I don't know if that, like, comparison analogy makes sense, but it makes sense in my head. So, yeah, anyway, so I kind of left that community because I got really tired of seeing the same thing all the time. I got really tired of that, so I started to watch people who had, like, way less subscribers, because those people seemed way more down to earth, and, like, hey, I'm filming YouTube videos for fun, not so they can send me free stuff, and not so I can have this, I can brag about how many subscribers I have, or like brag about like my numbers. And I'm like, why does it matter? Like, why does it matter how many subscribers you have? Why does it matter like how many like views you have, or how much money you're making? Like, to me, it's just like, I don't know, I just like don't like how it's I don't know if I'm like phrasing this how I want to, like, I don't like the people who are like trying to be like fake and trying to be like something that they're not, or doing it for the wrong reasons. So this past semester I student taught, and I taught in high school and middle school, and in my high school placement I fostered a really great relationship with my students. And one thing I think, when I was really trying to think about it, like why my kids liked me so much, that sounds really conceited, why my kids liked me so much, but why I had such a great relationship with them. And I really do feel like it was because I wasn't like fake with my kids. Like, I felt like I would, sneak in details about my personal life, that was within reason and that was appropriate, because that's just the type of person who I am. And I felt like my kids really liked that. And then I got to second placement and I found myself raising my voice a lot and doing things that I wouldn't normally do. And I was like, I don't really like how I am being right now. I felt like I was acting like someone who I wasn't, and I felt like my kids and I didn't get along as great as I'd like to. And I do think that that was part of the reason why. I felt like I was being a different sort of person, and I didn't like that. And I never want to do that with all of you, because that's just not who I am. I just can't pretend to be someone who I'm not. I'm really bad at that. I mean, man, like, I acted, but I'm really, when it comes to like real stuff, like, I can't like put on a face like, yeah, everything's great, like, it's not me, not who I am. I can't do things like that. Some people can, but I just can't. Something else I was gonna say, what was I gonna say? Something about teaching, I thought, but now I can't remember. Yeah. Oh, no, I remember. Okay, so yeah, anyways, yesterday, I never ever look at my YouTube messages, because I just never look at my YouTube messages. And I saw, a message from someone. This was like 4 months ago. This is really, I like never check YouTube messages. So honestly, don't ever send me a YouTube message unless I tell you to private message me. Don't do that. So someone sent me like a business inquiry, and they were like, hey, like, I make like playmats, and I want to send you a playmat. And I was like, yo, man, that's like awesome. You make playmats, like, that's super cool. Like, I so respect artists, man. Like, I'm an artist, I'm a writer. So like, people who can draw, I have like the utmost respect for, because like, I can't draw. My brother's an artist and he's like insane. He's amazing. So yeah, like, I just have the utmost respect for artists, and I was like, that's so cool. And like, I really started to think about it last night, and I was like, wow, how like thoughtful something like that is. And how like, I never really thought that I would get to the point where someone's like, hey, I want to send you something, and that just like blows my mind. And yeah, that's like another thing too, is the whole, I don't know, just like people, like YouTubers like asking for stuff, like YouTubers being like, make sure you subscribe, and wasn't that what I said before about like asking you to follow, like, you should all follow me on Twitter, not because I'm just really funny and you should follow me on Twitter, because, I just post really funny stuff on there. And I feel like too, like, I'm a lot more, because that's like my personal Twitter, so I'm a lot more like, I talk about things that are like not magic. Like, I don't like talk about magic at all on there, so that's like strictly personal. So, but yeah, people are like, make sure you subscribe to my Twitter, and I'm gonna have like giveaways and like all this free stuff. I don't know if this happens in like other communities, but like in the beauty community it was like really bad. And I was just like, I just can't do this anymore. And then I just stopped like watching videos completely from them, because I was like, this is wasteful, this is garbage, I can't do this anymore. There was like a lot of issues that I really had with it. Yeah, so anyways, the whole sending me thing, that was like super sweet. So yeah, it was just like really thoughtful, and I was just like blown away by that. It was like super thoughtful and super sweet. So yeah, I feel like I had way more things than that, just they all completely left me. But that was it. I have no idea what I'm gonna call this video. We'll just figure that out later. But Oh, and I'm pretty sure, I don't know when this video is going up. I don't even know, but like Aether Revolt is coming out. Is the Wheat thing next week? Hold on, I have my calendar right here. Yeah, the thing comes out next week, and I'm gonna do videos for Aether Revolt. I'm gonna do like how I've done them in the past for like however many sets. I'm gonna do videos like for every day for a week, and then I take like about a week off just to like, I may not take a week off. I may post like one video after that, because I do have a couple videos because I'm kind of like ahead of schedule. But yeah, that was pretty much all I got. I will talk to you guys later.